It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And it's all up next.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a 3-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Kamara up the middle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
You're supposed to catch that, nigga. That's how we eat. What's the deal, y'all? Get him going, baby.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Passing, it's Dalton. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd down and 7.
And Dalton to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Dalton bootlegs out. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This will be Dalton again. He gets this one to Johnson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Let's go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and goal from the 6.
The give to the fullback on the dive. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete right side to Lazard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
steps away to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but you consider where this drive started. You probably label it a success.
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw here, Dalton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Olave over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First and 10 for Dalton. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw again on second down. Dalton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. From the 29, Dalton. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Ball on the 8. It's second and 4. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Kamara, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, good agility by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in football.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers again now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Dalton, 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Play it to the whistle.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here's Dalton. This one taken in by Olave. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The final act of the first half, Dalton. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead?
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Gets by him at the 25, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing, Dalton. On target over the middle to Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Andy Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let's go get it now.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw here, Dalton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A give. This is Kamara. And a loose football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. There, this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you read a defense thinking pass rush and you see them all in those sprinter stances. You think you can give that quick hitter to the fullback and have it go for 7, 8, 9 yards, but not that time. They stuffed him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield here, Dalton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Dalton.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now Dalton. Gets this one to Hill. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Packers pick it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. He'll get this to about the 38.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5, and he will have a 1st down. He get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Passing, it's Dalton. The pass caught by Olave. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And again, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And Watson has it right side. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 72 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.